Donald Trump buried Keir Starmer and this Labour government after accusing them of being left-wing and interfering. Indeed, Keir Starmer is in hot water during the US elections. Stateside, because legal action is about to start, we will go into this in detail in today's video along with all the most recent news from throughout the nation. However, before we do that, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our rapidly expanding community. After it was discovered that employees were traveling to the U.S. to campaign for Kamala Harris in crucial swing states, Donald Trump's 2024 campaign filed a complaint accusing Labor of blatant foreign interference. The complaint was sent to the U.S. Federal Election Commission and stated that Labor had meddled through ostensibly unlawful foreign national contributions. Susie W. In 2 weeks, Americans will once more reject the oppression of big government, which we rejected in 1776, according to the Trump-Vance campaign co-manager. Knowing they can't win over the American people, the faltering Harris-Walz campaign is looking for foreign influence to strengthen its radical message. President Trump will return to the White House with strength and prioritize America and our people. The Harris campaign's acceptance and use of this illegal foreign assistance is just another weak attempt in a long line of anti-American election meddling. There is no proof that the Labor Party has broken U.S. law by contributing money to Harris's campaign, but the statement issued by the Trump campaign this evening also accused Labor of being foul and added that Keir Starmer's party inspired CA's dangerously liberal policies and rhetoric. The British position recognizes that while Labor does not cover the cost of the excursions, those asked to travel to the United States will pay in their own time and in their own ability. Additionally, Channel is aware that volunteers running for the Democrats are setting up accommodations. Trump's decision to lodge a complaint seems to follow a top Labor official's now-deleted post advising employees to leave the swing states before November 5. According to The Insider, I have about 100 current and former Labor Party employees traveling to the U.S. in the coming weeks, going to North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. In an interview regarding Labor's ties to Democrats, ex-MP Jonathan Ashworth stated that there are deep and long-standing ties between the Labor Party and Democrats. I have 10 spots available for anyone who is willing to travel to the battleground states of North and Carolina. We will arrange your housing figures near Starmer. In August, he also met with Democratic strategists in Chicago. While conservatives and Republicans have historical ties, progressive parties around the world share election campaign lessons. However, our Labor Prime Minister has been unwavering in his commitment to working with whoever the American people elect to the White House. One of the Labor leaders who visited with Democrats in August, Ashworth, added Keir Starmer prioritizes the country over the party, and their unique bond will always be safe. Mark Burns, a pastor who is close to. Last week, Trump's ally seemed to express his worries about Labor staffers running Harris's campaign. He told GB News that California is having trouble winning American votes and is now wasting money by having foreigners instruct Americans on how to cast their ballots. Burns went on to say that the Labor Party supports Kamala because they want a weaker America that leads from behind and pays for everything. I'm appreciative that many decent British people oppose both the Labor Party and this stance, even though the Conservative Party is more divided on the 2024 White House race. Former Justice Secretary Sir Robert Buckland also went to campaign for the Democrats. Meanwhile, Reform UK leader Nigel Farage had to call off his initial plans to run for Trump earlier this year after deciding to run for the 2024 general election. Farage stated clearly that his top priority must be Clacton, which must be his job in Parliament and the party that he leads nationally, so he will not be there for a significant amount of time. However, the Brexit Supro accused Labour of direct interference over its rallying cry to party staff last week. Trump's ally claimed that this was direct election meddling by the ruling Labour Party and that it would be especially foolish if Trump won. Labour's widening rift with Republicans threatens to undermine Starmer's attempts to build a relationship with Trump. Last month, the Prime Minister met with the former president for a 2-hour dinner in New York, where they were joined by David Lammy, Britain's critical foreign secretary for Trump, in an attempt to forge a relationship between the two nations before November 5, a UK government according to a source. Trump and Starmer spoke before their meeting about the importance of maintaining the long-standing friendship between the US and the UK and the importance of continuing to build a strong and enduring partnership between our two nations. Trump said of the Prime Minister, "I actually think he's very nice, he ran a great race, he did very well, it's very early, he's very popular," but Lammy had previously called the former president a racist and a neo-Nazi sympathizing sociopath. Opinion polls indicate that the 2024 White House race could be the closest ever, with 538 votes indicating a shock tie in the Electoral College. In other news, the relationship between Prince Harry and Queen Camilla is in ruins. A source claims that although the Duke of Sussex and Camilla have had a tense relationship for many years, Harry's memoir, Spare, which was released in January 2023, dealt a serious blow to the relationship. Camilla is now adamantly opposed to King Charles bringing Prince Harry back into the royal fold. According to an insider, not everyone is keen on the idea, but Camilla is against Harry making any sort of return, even for a friendly visit. She doesn't want to meet him face to face, let alone show him any forgiveness or mercy. King Charles's youngest son also called Camilla a wicked stepmother and made several other jabs at his father's wife. The insider went on to say that Camilla believes Harry is a phony, saying he adds drama and stress to situations. She also believes that any contact King Charles has with him will only be detrimental to his health and the family as a whole, so if Harry is invited back to the UK, he would be wise to avoid it. Camilla, despite having visited the UK 4 times this year, his most recent visit was in September 2024, Prince Harry hasn't seen King Charles since February, when he hurried back there after learning of his father's cancer diagnosis. Recently, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex acquired a Portuguese home. After being kicked out of Frogmore Cottage, Meghan and Harry may have decided to buy a home in the country because they wanted a base in Europe. Following the release of Harry's memoirs, King Charles requested that the men and women leave the royal residence, avoiding the contentious. Several senior members of the royal family, including Camilla, were attacked in the memoir. After the book came out, Prince Harry's relationship with his brother Prince William soured, and the royal family stopped communicating. What do you think of the topics we covered in today's video? If you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, and take care. Goodbye.